One aspect of my job that I truly hate is telling a new business owner that the brand name they wanted to use for their business is just not going to work. Either somebody else used it first or registered it first, or it's just so descriptive that they will never be able to stop other people from using the same name in connection with virtually the identical business. This is not a great, it's not fun advice to receive, and it's certainly not fun to give either. It's worse to receive though, because anyone who has ever come up with a business name knows that it is not an easy process. And so oftentimes receiving this bad news, basically you have to start back over at the drawing board. And when you have a specific name in your mind, it is very difficult to get out of that tunnel vision. And so we have kind of a process that we advise business owners on in terms of naming, and what is kind of a creative way to come up with names that may or may not result in a name that's already in use, but less likely to. But more importantly, it's a process that will help you avoid descriptive and generic names. And so basically, the starting kind of point for this process is it's a brainstorm process. You want to kind of write down, and sometimes it's better to do this with a group of two to three other people. It would not go more than that. Start by writing down all the words and terms for the technical things that you sell. So if you're a daycare provider, it's pretty clear you provide childcare. Maybe you're providing some educational programs. Maybe you're a business coach. Maybe you're planning to sell products on Amazon. Write down the actual technical terms for what it is that you plan to sell. You're not going to pick your name from these terms because that is going to lead you into descriptive territory. But it's kind of framing what it is you sell and who you sell it to, because it's the who that is more important. So the next level of brainstorming words and terms you're going to kind of start writing down are, what are the words and terms for the promise that I am offering to these purchasers? What is the result of buying and consuming my products and services? What is that promised land that you are really delivering to your audience and to your target customers? So that will give you kind of a bank of words and terms that you may want to draw from for your names. The next level is really kind of going one beyond the promise and the result that you're delivering, and looks more at what are the feelings that people are going to have after working with you, after buying from you, consuming what it is that you're selling. What are the feelings that they have? Those are a really rich source of names, because when you pick a name that invokes feelings, there is a better chance people are going to remember your name. You can even get really fancy and take those feelings and think of other nouns, other adjectives that basically invoke the exact same feelings. And so you're subtly leading people to this positive feeling or association with your name and your business and your products and services. And so if you do this exercise, you've got basically a couple of different categories of words and terms that you can draw from in terms of coming up with your name. Then when you come up with a short list, 3 to 5 names of these words and terms that really are, making you feel good about your business and, are likely to resonate with your target audience, do some knockout searches to see if these names are just not going to be available for you, because oftentimes you can find that out very quickly by searching the exact name on the trademarks register here in Canada and the United States if you plan to sell there. Domain names, if you can't get the URL that features your name, it's probably not going to be great. Search social media to see if there are any other pages out there that incorporate your name. Oftentimes you can very quickly eliminate a name as not available by looking in these places. Oh, and search Google, because that's going to be another source of potentially prior users for this name. Then once you have one single name that you truly think is going to work, that's when you contact us, and we can do the cleanup, the full availability searches to ensure that it is a name that you can truly use and own, stop other people from using, and then we will get you on the path to ownership of that name with a trademark registration.